friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I'm sure by now you have already gone through and played and unlocked your Millennium Falcon to 5-star. Unless you are a pay-to-play player, then yeah, you probably had him 7-star a while ago. If you are like me, you might still be looking at a 3-star Falcon, which you can't use at all. Either way, guys, this event was really freaking cool, and I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we saw and what would a legendary event be without me wildly speculating as to what we could see in the future. Starting off, guys, it was awesome to see a new capital ship. It got my hopes up that we might one day get more ships, and ships might be a viable part of this game. Right now, there really isn't a whole lot of stuff to do with ships, right? You have a few things that they're working into it, and like with territory wars, with Grand Arena, with territory battles, I mean, there's stuff to do with ships, but there's nothing really incentivizing people to play with ships, right? As I mentioned in my last video, my last Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, I do think that it's a wise choice for SWGOH, for Capital Games, for EA to revamp the way ships look. I think that the ships, fleets, the ships in general should look more like, I don't know, like the light side, dark side battles. I think it's really cool the way that we have ships in general. I like them. I think they're neat. I don't like them enough to actually do anything with them, to farm them. And because there's not really a need for them, I don't have to, right? I think that they're going to be focusing on ships this year. I think this is just the start of that. I wouldn't be surprised if we started to see more and more legendary ship battles being added to the game. Now, really, in all fairness, there aren't a ton of other legendary ships outside of the Millennium Falcon.
What the hell is an aluminum falcon?
I'm sure there's some out there, and I'm sure you guys are going to leave comments in this section, so please do. What ships you'd like to see added to the game. But it was neat to see a new capital ship. Now, there is no way, we absolutely do not need a third Imperial capital ship. We already have Tarkins, we have the Chimera with Thrawn. I would like to see other capital ships added. Darth Vader would be cool. I mean, this was awesome. This was really neat. Even though it was a clone of Tarkin's ship with a few modifications, it was neat to see a new capital ship. It was neat to see Vader's ship added to the game. And it makes me think that they have other stuff in store. One, there's no way in my mind that we would see one ship or one character with multiple ships. There's no way we'd see a Fleet Admiral Vader with a capital ship and his own TIE fighter. So here's what I think this means. And here's what I'm hoping beyond hope it means. Is that a Rogue One Vader is on his way. I just think that would be freaking cool. I think it would be awesome to see this ship, this capital ship, eventually enter into the game. Not anytime soon. Like, maybe in a couple of years, right? With some other things, with kind of a different kit, because a clone of Tarkin's doesn't make a ton of sense. No one's going to be excited for a clone of a clone. I mean, no one unless you're me who gets excited about the stupidest, smallest things. I mean, really excited. Anyways, the other thing, we had 3 other ships that were really freaking cool to see into this game. We had an A-Wing, a B-Wing, and a Y-Wing. Now, you had to be able to get reinforcements. You had to let the rebel troops get reinforcements to see the A-Wing. You start off with a Y-Wing and a B-Wing. Now, here's the thing. My initial thought, I was like, oh, we're going to get more rebel ships. Well, the A-Wing, Y-Wing, and B-Wing are all Galactic Republic era ships. Now, the A-Wing and B-Wing kind of made their way through until the Resistance. So, I mean, A-Wing, Y-Wing, and B-Wing all the way go all the way through the Rebellion era. Not a ton of Y-Wings made it through the Galactic Republic and the Rebellion era. There was, I think, one in all the research that I found that made it all the way through. We do see an A-Wing in the opening scene of The Last Jedi.
Bombers, keep that tight formation. Fighters, protect the bombers.
That's what she said.
So, you know, but they exist, right? They are out there. And there's a few things that I'm hoping that this could mean. One, that these new ships are headed to the Galactic Republic. That would be freaking cool. I think that a Galactic Republic rework is on its way. I think that it's coming in and around the same time we are going to be getting a Separatist rework. I think they're going to be adding multiple things around there. I honestly think that the first 6 months of this year is going to be focused on the Republic and the Separatist. I think from my standpoint, it makes sense for them to do that. Now, obviously, we're going to get something, you know, KOTOR related or Sith related in February. I think something big is coming in February. I have no idea what, but it just has in the past. And I think it's going to be awesome because, let's face it, typically big things that happen are pretty freaking cool. They really are. Now, next, I think that these also could be added, not necessarily to the Republic, not just to the Republic. I think that we could also see these ships being added to the Resistance. I think outside of the Galactic Republic, I think the next thing that it makes sense to do is to build up the Resistance, build up the First Order. And if these ships are part of the Resistance, it would make sense to add Resistance characters. Now, I know that Rose Tico's ship didn't, or her sister's ship wasn't a B-Wing. It kind of feels like a B-Wing, but it's not. I mean, it's a bomber. There's a whole book that talks about what bomber she has. There's a lot of stuff that's out there, right? I think it's very possible that we could see more and more ships. And I think that any one of these three ships could be added to any one of these three eras of the Star Wars universe. And I think that is awesome. I'm really excited for this, guys. And I'm hoping beyond hope, that mixed in with all the other crap they give us this year, mixed in with the legendaries and the heroes' journeys and the big events and the small events, I hope that they do some reworks for the ships. I do think that type of thing is coming, and I think it's on its way, but it's just not here yet. What did you guys think of the event? Am I reading way too much into this? Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me wherever I can be followed. Instagram, Twitter, goingnerdy.com. Visit us on Discord, and let's talk about this. And as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.